Today we're going to build Claude Monet. I always screw this up because it's a very long name. Why did he have to give his painting such a long name? Bridge over a pond of water lilies. It's a long way just to say water lilies. You could just say, but anyway, this is what we're going to build. For those of you that are new here, it is early in the morning, and this is a series that I do where it's kind of like early, no. It's kind of like early morning builds. From what I can gather from the internets, this set is very tedious. So I plan on taking a minute with this set. I'm not going to rush the build. I'm only going to do a bag or two here or there. So throughout this series, that's what this video is going to be, and you know what I mean. It's early, the brain's not ticking yet, but we're going to do this together. So for the next few days, week, whatever, however long it takes. The video's chaotic, but you're going to enjoy it. I'm going to record my progress. I'll let you know how it's going. So yeah, that's what this build is. So that's the video I'm making with this build. I can't talk. It is early on a Sunday morning, and I'm going to start this beautiful thing. This set has 3,179 pieces, and they're little pieces. I'm going to do it, and it's going to be fun. And I might complain, and my fingers might hurt, but it's going to be beautiful when we're done. And I think because of all the pinks and the bright colors, which that's what some people are complaining about, is that it's too bright, because the actual painting is very muted. People are always complaining. Let's see how many bags are in this. The first disappointment. If you guys know me, then you know already what I'm disappointed about. Plastic bags. All right, let me not get too in my head about it. So there's 25 bags total. Oh, I should have told you this too, right? 394 steps on 362 pages. Let's get started, and I'll check in with you guys and let you know how it's all going, and if I'm crashing out, or if it's going swimmingly wonderful, beautiful. Well, I'll let you know. I'm about to start bag 8, and there's not really much to talk about. I will show you that I got the frame done. It's going to be a pretty big picture. I want to say it's maybe the same size as the sunflower art piece. And now we've started on the inside. There's really nothing to talk about here. I mean, we're just doing the green of the background. It's like Mills plated. So far, it's a good build, but it's just very standard right now of what you get when you do an art piece. When I start actually doing the colors and stuff like that, I'll really check in and show you guys where we're at. But it's been 7 bags, and I just sort of left you hanging, so I wanted to come back and say, hey. Good morning, guys. I worked on this set for a long time. Not a long time. Maybe I did like 2 hours. I did it on live. Did you guys catch it on the live? I'm sorry. My brain is still not working. Now, some of you might ask, does your hair really look like this when you wake up in the morning? It does. It does. You see how blessed I am that my hair looks like this in the morning? I got the entire first plate done, and I put in the things for the second plate. I absolutely love clicking in the bars. It's very satisfying. There's a lot of little leaf pieces, butterfly pieces. I'm OCD. So getting the lines exactly straight, the little bars, that's been a process because sometimes you just can't. I do have an issue, not an issue, but like, okay, so look at some of the bars. You see how some of them are touching. They're like a continuous line, and then some of them, there's separation. I kind of, in my mind, with my OCD, I want them all to touch and be continuous, but that's not how the design is. You have to be very cognizant when you're doing it and you're looking at either the builder app or the book that which ones are touching and which ones are spaced. I understand that that's part of the artistic vision of how this is all going to come together, so I am proceeding like Lego wants me to, but in my OCD mind, I want them all uniform. But some things in life are not the way we want them to be. Sometimes we have to lean into what is, or what they want, the world, everybody, anybody other than me. Anyway, let me digress because whoa. I'm loving the build. I think it's super detailed. I think It's beautiful the way that the layering is done. I mean, this is flowers layered upon flowers, and then butterflies layered on top of that. The layering of it is gorgeous. I mean, it really does remind you of how when something is painted, if you've ever watched an artist paint, it's layers upon layers, and they did a really good job of replicating that process. We're going to continue now with the second panel and see how far I get before I have to be sucked back into the dredges of corporate America and sell my soul. She's all done. This is truly a piece of art. Like, obviously it's a piece of art, but it's a piece of art. I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10. I absolutely found it so enjoyable. This felt like an upscaled version of doing the Milky Way. I had the same sort of feeling. It was super satisfying. I did not feel any repetition. The use of parts is unbelievable. I mean, look at these are little bananas. We have artist palettes down here. You have some vine pieces. You have swords. You have butterflies. Look at the blue cherries. There's darker blue cherries over here. The one complaint I will say, not even a complaint, but just thing to call out, there are a lot of greens and you're doing them in such a row and you're doing them like green sometimes on top of the same color green or a different kind of green just to get that layered, almost like a 3D-ish effect. They could play tricks with your eyes. I had to fix a couple of them, and I even used the Builder app and was zooming in, it's still hard to tell because there's translucent green and then there was a solid green, but they look very similar in the instructions. So that was a little difficult. I have no painful fingertips. I did have to count studs sometimes just to make sure I was in the right path, but eventually you sort of get into a rhythm with it and you just go. I got this done really fast. I mean, I just started it. What did I start it last week, I think? And I was sick when I started it, and I'm healthier now. Now I'm going to go find a place for it. I don't know if I want to put it on my art wall. You guys seen my art wall in the dining room, or if I want to put it in here. My dining room is much darker colors and a little moodier, where my office is very bright and colorful, and I feel like this painting will look nice in here, so I might find another place to put it. I might find a place in here to put it. I can't talk. Okay. This is where I build and work, and I put the Monet right here. The colors match the vibe of my office perfectly. All right, guys.